Good morning, everybody. It's Abubakar here, and today I'm in Mombasa. I'm ready to explore the city, but before I start exploring, I need to energize myself. So with that, I'm in Mombasa Foodie Crave. I'm gonna eat something, and we're gonna explore the Mombasa coastal region, the county 001. So let's go eat and start exploring Mombasa. This is an authentic Swahili breakfast, and you get this food everywhere in East Africa, especially in Zanzibar, in Dar es Salaam, in Oman too. You know, anywhere that there is Swahili people, there's this food. Right now, let's try it and see how it goes. As you all can see, I'm with my friend, my good friend here, Adil, and we're gonna go explore together. So right now, Adil, let's get into it. Bismillah. So this is what you take. If you're in Mombasa, you already know this. Take this one, mix it with the mbaazi, and you can feel the coconut, you know? It's so delicious, man. I like it. And one thing I like about Swahili food is it's not oily, or very dry, everything. And you can eat a lot of variety food, you know? That's the good thing about Swahili food. This place is called the Food Crave, right? Mombasa Food Crave, guys. Very nice breakfast. I love it. As you all can see right now, we are in Nyali, and we are about to cross the bridge to go to the Old Town. Right over there is Old Town, and that's where we're heading to. We are done eating right now, so we're gonna head to the streets of Old Town. And honestly speaking, we are full right now, and I just want to say that I give 5 over 5. I want to break the scale to 10 over 5. And Adil, I love the food, man. Right now, let's go explore Old Town in Mombasa.
Welcome to Mombasa.
Welcome to Mombasa. We are crossing the Nyali Bridge to explore beautiful beaches, rich culture, and historic Fort Jesus. We're gonna enjoy the vibrant market, delicious food, and marine adventures. Let's discover Mombasa together, and we are ready to explore Old Town. We are in Makadara, and as you all can see, it's not that busy. There's Central Police right there, and we're heading to Fort Jesus right now. We made it to Fort Jesus, and now we're gonna go in Fort Jesus and start exploring in there. That's our first destination, and just stay tuned and see what we got for you guys. We're gonna go from there. All right, everybody, we made it to Fort Jesus, and this is our first destination we want to explore. Come with me and let me show you more. Hello. Mambo. Just as we stepped in, we met our tour guide, Mr. Muhammad. Very nice guy, man. I loved him. And here he goes.
All right.
Right.
My name is Saleh Muhammad Amin.
Okay.
All right. British made the fort after their 7 years of administration down here. Made this fort to be the first government prison. from 1895 until 1958, when Shimolatewa was constructed. Inmates were transferred from here practically, handed over to Shimolatewa. This place was prepared and officially opened by 1960, still under a British curator who was also a famous archaeologist, the late Dr. James Kirkman. Now we are accessing into the second main gate. The fort was constructed with 3 main gates and 1 escape route. All right. The first one has allowed us in. We are now embracing the second one. Okay. This second one is well identified to be passage of arcs because of the semicircle shape the top doors to have taken. Wow. These arcs were constructed, but the entire trench, it is evident of the mode of excavation. This was the original passage. The stairs were just repairs to soften the walk. By the identity and the disciplines of a military base, this was mainly about trading. Okay. Don't forget, Europe had to flood out of their continent and rested to the rest of the world in regards to 3 articles. It was about spreading gospel, exploring, and trading. Here we are. This was an ammunition store. Wow. So far, the fort had 2 ammunition stores. This one was about the hard weapons. When I'm talking about the hard weapons, I'm referring to the cannonballs, rifles, swords, and all that. Right. And we had a specific one for the gunpowder. You understand how sensitive the substance is, huh? Has to be stored with adequate ventilation to keep it in use. Right. When the Omanists came in, as per the records, they turned this facility into an extension of prison due to slavery. The British as well maintained it an extension of prison just for the 7 years. Later on, the entire facility was turned into a government prison. Here we have the floating bridge that has been replaced by the New Nyali Bridge. The Asian man with the scale talking about the trading, mainly about the spices. The Buibu woman is talking about the culture, which is very, very much Islamic. We got this. This is the famous spice market. Another official name is Makinon Market, Markiti. It was turned into a spice market around 1914. Before that, it has considerable information about slavery. This is a scenario of an open-air market within the island. They chose madafu, young fresh coconut, for the identity. All right? This is the introduction of the railway system that took place around 1890, and the judiciary, which was 1896. As for the judiciary, is the Court of Appeal up here. When you finish for Jesus compounds and the gardens, the next structure ahead is the Court of Appeal that was introduced by the British around 1896, officiated by 1902. We are talking about the elephant tusks. This is an art that is a universal art everywhere in the world. Whenever they have this, they understand Mombasa. Right. All right? It was initiated by 1952, one side, acknowledging coronation of the late Queen Elizabeth of England. Okay. The material was timber work, canvassed in white. It survived for 4 years. Later on, it was extended to the other side. This extension deterred the meaning as well as the material. Okay. The material now is from timber into metal. And the meaning was different. We were now preparing the visit of the late Princess Margaret, who came in 1957. What was she about? She came in the campaigns of anti-poaching. All right. So the tusks symbolize the wildlife. The endings are forming an X saying no to poaching. And the entire portrait is highlighting a shape of letter M. Don't call it Mombasa. Mombasa. It's for Margaret. Okay. We are just custodians, all right? The entire block was a hospital ward when this place was operational under the Portuguese. Here we are reminded of the funny bitter times of slavery. As well, we are refreshed about the commerce on the island. These are Swahili fishermen. This is a coconut vendor, all right? Here, we're introduced into the indigenous Bantus who were down this side roughly 3,000 years BC. These are Mijikenda old women. These are Mijikenda young girls. And these are Mijikenda young men who used to travel around with the Portuguese missionaries in spreading the gospel. Okay. Second last governor of the Arabic administration. He died in 1959. Okay. This is Salim Muhashami, the last governor of the Arabic administration. Sawa? I want as well, you take this. This is an aerial overview of the island of Mombasa. Now, it was done around 1955. This is part of the insight of how the old port used to look like. Sawa? But by this time already, ilikuwa Kilindini Channel, it was as well operational. Sawa? Lakini it's just getting you a hint of how the old port looked like. Sawa? I'll hold it up. Let's get to the left arm, then we will explain ourselves what really happened as the fort was done here. Here, this is Zanzibar Harbour.
Okay.
This is the castle for the sultans in Zanzibar. They call it Bait al-Ajaib. All right? This facility has gone into records. Why? The shortest war to have been fought in the world incurred considerable damage on this facility. And how short was the war? Between 38 minutes to 45.
Minutes?
Yes, 38 to 45 minutes.
Wow.
Between the British and the Omani Arabs. But that time, these were the times when the British were seriously strong in naval. They had a very good navy, a very strong navy. So they had to bring down the Omanis and went back to the negotiating table. They sorted out issues. Let's get to the left arm. Can you tell about the Omani art and these spikes?
They look modern,
No.
no?
No. Don't talk about whether modern or old.
Security.
What can you tell about this?
Security.
In what sense? Defend your answer. Come. But this art was transferred from the world around 1967 when there was a big summit in Kenya, in Nairobi, in regards to the errors and contradictions of history. So all the affiliated organs who were in Nairobi.
Right.
All right? These spikes, this is a borrowed art from the Indian doors. The entire facility, this is an Arabic art, the Omanis initiative, right? But this is an art that was borrowed from the Indian doors.
Okay.
Why? How did it come about? Indians normally had very long, thin, sharp spikes of iron metal. What for? Why do they have to mount them by the doors? It was mainly to keep away one of their domestic animals, the elephant. It is this same animal that is used to bat outdoors in their internal wrangles. If you're looking at an elephant to be a wild animal, back in India, it's just a domestic animal.
Right.
All right. So the Omanis admired this art, and they had their own version. But as for the Omanis, it's talking about how muscular your pocket is.
Okay.
You have it on different materials, all right? We have of bronze, brass, right? Copper, silver. Don't be surprised if you come across a golden door spikes.
Wow.
It's all about how muscular your pocket is.
Okay.
All right. But the entire art is Omani. This is the only art that was borrowed from the Indians.
Okay.
Right? And they designed it in their own version. This was the kitchen introduced by the British. Before the British, it was just a shed with pillars holding the roof. It is the British who decided to have it at what it is. Come in. The benefits of the coconut, the palm tree, the coconut plant. All right?
Yes.
The entire benefit of it. How much has he designed in our domestic or basic utilities that we normally need in our everyday life? These varieties. All right? We're also having this. This is a shredder, a coconut shredder. All right? When you want to process coconut milk locally, you'll have to apply it with this. And this is a sieve. He is well done with the oil. Whereas the oil, when it is homemade, which is seriously fresh, it has a lot. On the fire point, the chimney, and the working table.
Okay. 5.2 okay.
All right? Okay. Don't talk about the rails. These rails was just reinforcement when this place was getting prepared for public viewing. All right. All the rails that you see, these are mangroves. All right. Come on. Mangrove was part of the items of export in our days. It earned a lot of revenue back down this side. Now, whatever you have for the metal work, just remove that and apply with the mangrove. As the guard room, when I'm talking about the guard room, I'm referring to where you were paying the ticket.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
That is an introduction of 1635. Now, what was it all about? A young captain was transferred down these sides by those days when it was still a military base under the Portuguese, specifically to punish the islanders for resisting the foreign influence, as from Mombasa Island to the Lamu Archipelago. In regards to the resistance of the foreign influence, that is why this island of Mombasa adopted the name of Mvita before it was called Mombasa.
Okay.
When I'm talking about Mvita, it was before the 12th century. Mvita is the short form of Mji wa Vita, a town of war for resisting the foreign influence.
Wow.
Mombasa was identified by Ibn Battuta.
Ibn Battuta.
All right? When he was on his way visiting Kilwa, he seriously admired the art of this island, trying to understand about the geology. All right? He was informed to be a rocky island.
Wow.
Now, Mombasa is the right word. Manbasa. This is the right pronunciation of this island.
Okay.
But the
Mombasa.
British, yes. Point here we come to understand as to why the Portuguese allocated the fort here. Look at the channel. The channel is identified to be English Channel. It's not about the channel that is separating England and France. This is on Mombasa Island. English Channel. And across the channel, from that tall pillar up to where you mark the bridge, the Nyali Bridge, they identify it to be English Point.
Okay.
What has the title to do with the Swahilis down this side? When Omanis transferred administration to the British, they never lived on this island apart from one, the late Lieutenant Trees. Lieutenant Trees is what we talk about Portrees. All right? Portrees is the Kilindini port, whereas initially it was a small port, and Lieutenant Trees was left to be in charge of that small port because of the traders who were mainly accessing Jomvu Trading Center. Fine time.
All right. Thank you so much. Man.
Fine time, Kaka.
Asante. Honestly speaking, man, I enjoyed every moment in here because there's a lot of things to learn about for Jesus. It's a historic place, and I feel like everybody wants to get to know this place, especially if you ever stop by Mombasa. Please visit for Jesus because there's a lot of things you need to learn about this place, and it's just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. Right in here, there's other people who are also tourist. I just went in straight, because I wanted to get the whole place. This is the Omani culture right there. This woman here, this Omani culture, and this man has the kanzu and everything. You see the sword on his kanzu, and yeah, very nice place. If you ever come to Mombasa, definitely visit for Jesus and get the history of it. I'm sure you're gonna love it. As we're walking out, let me show you this beautiful boat right here. I know it holds a lot of history too, so hopefully people get to learn more about it. And just like that, we are done with For Jesus tour. Now I'm gonna head outside and continue the tour. Stay tuned. Let's see you guys outside. And just like that, we are done with For Jesus tour. Mambo. Unasemaje? Salama sio?
Karibuni sana For Jesus, ngome ya Yesu. Wakaribishwa nyote mazee.
Asante sana.
Karibuni.
Asante.
Cadence.
So right now we're just strolling around Old Town, and man, this place, there's a lot of things to see. Rasta.
Yuga.
Freshi.
Mambo vipi?
Freshi.
Kofiti
Za
sana.
habari?
Shwari.
Shwari.
Kofiti mimi.
Tunashukuru.
Niko hapa sasa.
Oh, well. I'm just strolling around Old Town, and I'm just gonna show you guys how this place looks like. Sio? Niambie. Freshi. Jambo bro.
Kwaje?
Alhamdulillah, la vipi nanyi? Salama. Ndio. Sema hai.
Video.
Old Town hapa. You walking, sio? Old Town. Kabisa. Tuelekea for Jesus say. Right here, it's for Jesus. A lot of people come here to see him. I used to come here to swim too, and I just met these kids here, doing their thing. And tried to join them, but Mambo, nani waruka sasa? Nani waruka?
Mimi.
Allah Truque. Right here, I was trying to talk to the kids, telling them like, let's swim. Man, I just enjoy the view. The place is just outstanding, Look at that guy going in, man. This is what we like to see. I wish that there was a lot of people doing it, but there was nobody. And right now, just strolling around this area. Heading down to the tea place. A lot of people come here to just have tea and reconcile with friends, enjoy the breeze from the sea. Look at that view. Who will not come here for the view? Come on, man. If you ever come to Mombasa, you already know where to come. For Jesus is the place, because you get to see a lot of things and history and this beautiful view. Just loving it right here, man. I don't even want to leave, honestly speaking, but you know, we gotta keep on moving. All right, guys, just like that, I'm done with my tour to Old Town. Old Town is not just this, it's big, you know? So today I just tried to cover as much as I can, and I just want to say, hey, subscribe, like, and share. See you guys next time.